What's up? Welcome, everybody. Hey, it's KGB from the Clan HBS C Sports Network. Hey, guys, it's been a long time, but I am back to streaming again. And guess what? Here we are. We are in spring training of the MLB 2025 season. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I realize I've been gone for quite a while. I've missed you all, and I look forward to all the upcoming streams, guys and gals. Last year, Dodgers won the whole show. Unfortunately, our Braves didn't. I realized my first stream back is a Dodgers stream, guys. It is only because today the Dodgers was televised and the Braves were only radio only. Now, I do believe possibly tomorrow. I can't commit 100% to it, but most likely I will be streaming the Braves game tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be televised on the MLB.com for the MLB TV. It says it's an MLB video, so we'll have to see. It's hard to, without the interactive, and to remind you guys, the interactive will not be working today as they don't have the interactive up, or the 3D interactive, that is. That won't be live today as they don't put that in for spring training. But anyways, when there's no interactive like that, it's really tough to call the game if there's no actual video of the game. So that's why I chose to do the Dodgers. It's not that I'm not a Braves fan. The first opportunity I get for a televised Braves game that I can watch and call the plays, I'll be doing it. So, anyways, welcome back, everybody. Thank you, David, for stopping in. Hey, buddy, your hat. I will get with you if you can email me. If you can email me again, make sure I got your current address, everything. We'll get that taken care of like real soon. All right, well, with that said, why don't we check out and see where we're at in the game situation. But we do have something going on.
One. The left side of the infield today looks a little interesting. Max Muncy will be at third base, and Haesung Kim will make his first start at shortstop.
It's going to be interesting, I think, also because they're going to have to figure out. Okay,
now if you're there, David, and you can hear me,
third base, okay, we understand that. Really had an outstanding
if you
season
give me an
from a
idea
defensive standpoint. As a result, a lot
if
of
everything
work
is
at
working
third
okay.
base. I think particularly to the backhand
really
side, the strong arm. Speaking of strong
can
arms,
you hear everything
look at
okay?
Haesung Kim. He's going to get the start at shortstop, as you mentioned. Looking at video during the offseason, his range is incredible, and he has a very strong throwing arm.
And
moving
throwing
soon.
arms
Okay.
and strong.
Well, if you want to wait
first
until after you've moved,
Frasso today
we
missed
can do
all
that
of
too.
last season following
No problem.
off-season shoulder surgery following the 2023
unfortunately, guys,
year. But Frasso will make his first spring training
I've been dealing
start.
with a
He's
lot
out
of health
Yeah,
stuff.
and he can move the ball around. And the nice thing is,
I don't know if you
understands,
can.
hey, look,
I don't know if you can tell.
Open the door a little bit. He's going to open some eyes.
I've actually lost
Young man
like
can
100
find
pounds.
the strike zone.
Well, Nick Frasso on the hill for the Dodgers as we get set for Game 3 of the Cactus League season.
Those are good.
Big crowd expected. A lot of smiles.
All right, so can you hear everything okay?
Take on the Royals.
There, David? All right, they're going to commercials, so we're going to go ahead and mute that up. All right, so I look forward to the upcoming season. Now, what are your predictions? Will the Braves, will we do enough acquisitions in this offseason? Or I shouldn't say will we do enough, did we do enough? I realize there's still going to be some signings and stuff going on, but it did seem like the last couple seasons, the Braves really have not reached out to spend a whole lot of money, it doesn't seem. Unfortunately, losing some of the players we've lost. We're just going to have to see how the season plays out, because I tell you what, as well as we did, we did better than what could have been expected of us last season with all the injuries that we had to a lot of our superstars. we had guys that stepped in and picked up the slack for our starters. And hey, we made it to the playoffs. We just couldn't do anything. Oh, I know it, David. You're not the only one, bud. I really hope we get something done with it this season. That is an absolute. That's definite. That's definite. All right, so first pitch is supposed to be at 2:05 Central, 3:05 Eastern, so we should be just about ready.
3 of the Cactus League, but we've already seen a couple stars in the game, including Mookie Betts, who played in Game 1
All right,
and
so
Game 2. Max Muncy and
like I said, the interactives are a little different.
We should be seeing some other big
right
names
now
out
because
there
of
very
the
soon.
spring training.
Tyler Glass now is slated to pitch on Monday in a Cactus League game.
So I think I'll
Snell
just
is
leave
slated
this
to pitch on
interactive
Tuesday. They're
like
hoping
this
to
because
get
I'm
Roman
having some
Sasaki
issues
out there
with.
that week as well, but depending on the days, he
turn the
might go on a
ESPN
backfield, and then his next outing would be in the Cactus League. But Shohei Ohtani's hoping to get out there by the end of next week,
we'll try
as
the
well as
ESPN
Freddie
one as
Freeman
well.
and Will Smith, guys.
Shohei Ohtani threw a bullpen today that drew quite a crowd, by the way.
Oh,
And there is the shortstop, Hyesung Kim.
they said
Played
Shohei
second base in
Ohtani
Game 1. It's his debut
had a
at short.
bullpen
Let's take a look at the Kansas City lineup.
session today.
Leading off, the third baseman, Michael Garcia. MJ Melendez is in left field.
All right,
batting
looks like
second.
we are
Freddie
heading
Freeman
into
behind
the
plate.
game here.
Nick Prato and then
Nick
Kevin
Frasso
Mitchell.
will be
Spent some time
pitching
with
for the
Dodgers
Los
last
Angeles
year.
Dodgers.
Joey Weimer and
By,
Castro, Drew Waters, the switch hitter,
Mikel
plays
Garcia
center field
will
and
be
hit
first at
eight.
bat
And
for
Cam
the
Devaney will
Kansas City
bat ninth
Royals.
and play
MJ
shortstop.
Melendez will be on deck,
And
and
on the mound,
Freddie Freeman.
guy we had hoped to see
will be
last
batting
year, but he had
third
to
in the hole
recover
for
from
Kansas City.
labrum surgery. One of the better Dodger prospects, had a great
Now, the
year
Dodgers,
in 2023.
they've-
Nick Frasso.
It's looked a little rough
Dodgers
for
have
them
very
so
high
far, you know,
hopes
and
for Frasso,
it's expected, you know.
who was
I mean,
born
it
in
is spring
Torrance.
training.
He's out of Loyola Marymount, originally drafted by Toronto, and the Dodgers got him in the trade that sent Mitch White.
It is definitely spring
right-handed
training
Mitch White,
season, so
to
you know you
Toronto,
don't expect
and,
the team
Nick
to come
Frasso
in and
was part of
just
that return.
absolutely
Tim, also
dominate.
with his,
But
arm angles, you see Frasso getting his
I don't know.
bubble
They
tosses.
lost.
He just
They
couldn't
lost
move
pretty
on
bad
the
to
pitches. You
the
start
Cubbies
look back
for both
in
games.
2023 when he's healthy.
Hey, how you doing,
25
Matthew? How
starts,
you
and he had
doing?
an ERA that was under 4, but
I'm doing
here's a
okay,
young man
man.
that understands how he just needs to
I'm
be
doing
healthy,
much
and he
better
is
than
as he starts tonight.
I
Crowd
was
still coming in here
a
at
few months
Camelback
back. I
Ranch.
can say that.
Parking lot's so
But,
crowded right now.
Still going through some
But,
things.
First Saturday of the Grapefruit League season.
Unfortunately,
and
now
it
I got to go
is
see a
just
neurologist.
Absolutely
And,
beautiful summer weather.
I'm seeing
Frasso ready
almost
to go
every
to
specialist
face
you could think
third
of out
baseman
there,
Michael Garcia.
trying to get things under control.
It's a
But,
little better setting. It was
the big thing
76
that's helped
degrees
me
here
is
versus
losing that
38
100 pounds
currently in
I've
Kansas
lost.
City.
Just under 100. I've
I know
lost
you
like
like to check the other
93
town's
pounds
temperatures
so far.
so people know how good it is where we are.
All right, so there
First
is
pitch.
the first pitch of the
Little high for a
day.
ball. Glad you're
That's
with
gonna
us
be a
on
little
the radio
high,
TV
so it'll be ball
simulcast
one.
today. And the 1-0 pitch to Garcia is outside. So, we
Like
look
I
at
said, if you guys
Frasso,
can't hear
what
me
to
or
expect. Got a
you're
pretty
having
good
issues with
fastball.
anything, please
Sits
speak up and
around
let me know.
94, maybe topping
I'm
out
a little
around
rusty.
97, 98.
Actually, I'm pretty
Run to
rusty
the arm
here.
side some. And this pitch fouled away. Now 1-2.
It took me a little bit to remember how to get things set up
And
right.
he's a good, long, tall drink of water. He stands 6'5" to begin with. And that changeup, I think, also with a long arm movement, can deceive some hitters.
All right, that's going to be a pop fly out to right field. And that will be easily caught for the easy can of corn. That'll be out number 1.
And MJ Melendez will be the batter.
All right, so Melendez now at the plate.
So Melendez
Last season with a 206 batting average, 17 home runs with 44
managed to get in
RBIs
135
through 135
games.
games.
And the pitch in there.
Strike
for a call.
one.
Strikes
Nice
his home
pitch.
plate umpire Ryan Blakeney. Blakeney
I'll tell
behind
you,
the plate, rotating on the
game
bases.
1
Mike
versus the
Malinsky, Willie
Cubbies.
Trainer, and Brian
Boy, did that
Walsh
Dodgers
today.
pitcher have that was a scary moment.
Next offer in for a
Strike.
strike. We are using the ABS system
The
here
ABS?
today. Did not use it
Okay, I was
yesterday
just going to mention
in
that.
Mesa.
The ABS
Much to
is
the surprise of
activated
Kike
for today,
Hernandez,
guys. If you don't know what that
who
is,
challenged
that's
the
the
ABS
automatic
system at home plate, the
ball
first pitch
strike
he saw
system.
yesterday, and they was informed we're not using it today.
Swing and a
So
miss.
they
3
can
pitches,
now
3
challenge
strikes.
whether
Melendez is
a
out.
pitch is actually a ball
And for Frasso, that's
or a
certainly
strike.
something to
And
expect
it
out of him.
is-
He hopes to get back into that same
it is,
form where in 2023.
an AI
his
computer
strikeouts per 9 mode,
or an
something
AI
like 11 a game. I mean,
Yeah, and I really like the fact that Fiducia gave him
camera,
the target.
from
that
what
was
I
upstairs, and
understand.
that's
We got
high,
2
1 ball, no
outs.
strikes.
We're in the top of the
Kansas City
first.
last year had a 30-game
1-0 the
improvement.
count. 9 pitches in.
What I mean by that is in 2023, they were not so good. But in 2024, after a 56-win season, they improved 30 games, finished 86 and 76, and they tied for second in the Central. Made the postseason, and they lost to the eventual
Oh, thank you. I
American League
appreciate that,
champion
Matthew.
Yankees
Sorry,
in the division series.
I didn't have my chat
I
up.
think underrated
Yeah, I appreciate
also,
that.
Tim, because
It's
a couple of years ago
been
they
a
finished
long road,
27
but
games
hey,
out of first place in that Central. But
I'm
they
still
think the
losing the
balance
weight.
is really good,
My
and
weight loss
don't
goal is.
underestimate the offense of the Royals.
I mean, I want to be down to 230, 240
I say that
pounds.
because
So
the Royals last year
another
were
100
8th
pounds.
best
You
in
know,
baseball
I'm
in team
I'm
at
shooting
batting
for
it.
that,
Dodgers were 4th.
200 pound
Runs
loss.
scored, however, right in the middle of the pack for Kansas City.
Unfortunately, at my
Stoffer hit on the ground towards short.
that's going to be a grounder. Oh, it's going to bounce through.
Short left center field.
So that will be a
Ball was
base hit for the
stung
Kansas City
by
Royals.
Fermin.
So we now have 2 outs with a runner on
Kim,
first.
His first opportunity. And the ball didn't cooperate with him.
My weight loss goal
No, that's
is
high
200.
velocity right there at the
My
shortstop
highest that I
position.
got up to, guys, 430
That'll
pounds.
be an error on Kim.
But I found out that I have a lot of
Man
health
aboard,
issues
2 down.
that were the cause of a lot of it. And then, of
Stretch by
course,
Frasso.
just
I mentioned the ball was stung
not
off
choosing
the, bat
the
of
right
Fermin,
things
came
to
off
eat.
the bat.
not getting out and exercising.
105.6
But, the
miles per
exercise
hour.
thing, there is a lot that comes with that.
So some velocity. Nick Prado
being
is
able
up
to-
32 last year.
I have a
Under
lot.
100
I have
games with
some
Kansas City.
lung
He
issues.
swings, hits a
that
high fly ball to right. It's drifting.
I guess I
drifting
don't
back with
breathe
it, and stopping
normally
in
like you
front of
guys.
the warning track
I
is
don't
Teoscar
expel
Hernandez
all
who
the
make
carbon
catch.
monoxide like
And
I
the
should.
side retired. So
Okay, so
Nick
that
Frasso,
is-
his first inning back,
that is
hangs
out
a
number
0
3.
at the top of the first inning.
So when they come back from break, we're going to see the Dodgers line up for the first time tonight. But anyways, enough about my health stuff. There's always future time to talk about things like that. I want to know how you guys been. How you been, Matthew, David, anybody else that's currently watching? Hopefully, everything has gone good for you guys. Like I said, I really super missed each and every one of you guys. I thought about streaming every day, but guys, I just couldn't. I couldn't sit in this chair. I couldn't do it. I know it's weird to say, but unfortunately, I got hit with a copyright during the Dodgers playoff game, and I was already dealing with so many health things, with so many doctor appointments, that I just had to step away. I was so wore out. But things are better. Are getting better, I should say. We're nowhere near 100%, but I'll tell you, I'll take the 35-40% that I'm at over the 100% bad. So I appreciate that, buddy. So a lot of acquisitions, like crazy kind of contracts going around this year.
All
right, here we go. So we got James Outman, who will be at bat first for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we got Teoscar Hernandez on deck with Max Muncy batting third in the
Get the
hole.
start for Kansas City today. The Royals want to give him a good look. Out of Santa Margarita Catholic High School. Rancho Santa Margarita. So Champlain facing James Outman to start the ball game.
Yes, I'm a little rusty, guys, so bear with me on a few of these things.
difference in the swing of Outman, who
All right, so that's going to be a foul ball for strike one.
he went to a hitting lab this winter.
Last
in Atlanta.
season, Ottman played 53 games and had a .147 batting average,
as a result,
4 home runs
flatter
with
than
11
it was before. There's not a
RBIs.
loop in it. And he seems like he's getting to the ball a little bit quicker.
Looks like that's going to be a little high. Ball one, so 1-1 to count.
Yeah, and it's going to help him in particular. He really had trouble with the ball that was elevated. And by elevated, I'm talking the belt buckle up. And especially when you have an uppercut exaggerated.
I know it. I don't know what they hit me. I really don't know what it was for, Matthew. I got up to go.
I also talked about
I got up to go to the bathroom and let my dogs out.
Is it a strike? Is it a ball?
I come back and yeah, my stream was down.
Limit in your strike
they'd hit me.
Plains pitch.
I got hit with an active copyright takedown.
And out on strikes is
so I served my time and
one down for Teoscar.
I didn't have to. I didn't have to stop streaming. I could have continued.
21 home runs last year that he served up.
I just wasn't at a good place with my health at that point. So I stepped away to completely solely focus on that.
Derby champ. Not to mention world champ.
Man, I missed you guys every day.
Really happy to be back with the Dodgers.
And they're really happy to have him back.
All right, so we have one out, 0-1 count to Teoscar Hernandez.
Other clubs, as free agents will do, but it ultimately came back to him wanting to be here.
So,
get a chance to
for the 2024 World Series, he had an average of a .35
in the World Series last year with a home
4
run.
RBIs during the World Series last season.
Against the Yankees. Pitch outside, and
I'll tell you,
and 2 strikes to Teoscar Hernandez.
Well,
it's weird because in the beginning of last season, I'm a Braves fan, of course.
For any team.
But I'm also, I like to follow what Shohei Ohtani
goes off the glove of the catcher for me and back to the backstop.
He's like Ronald Acuna. He's one of those generational players that you just don't see.
The Royals, though, at the big league level as a team.
So I said it in the beginning that
of any team in Major League Baseball,
the talent that the Dodgers had,
the Braves were next at 150.
and I could very well see them going to the show, and they did. And
the 4th fewest allowed with 150.
They dominated.
Yeah, the other part that gets overlooked, they were 8th best in
earned runs,
the Kansas City Royals, and they feel strongly about their starters.
2-2, fastball zipped in.
All right, that'll be 2-2 count.
Count full to
3-2 count.
Career high 33 home runs for him last year. And he was just
so I see the Dodgers picked up Eddie Rosario. That's going to be a base hit out to right field. That bounces down. It's to the wall. Here he goes for 2. That's going to be a stand-up double for Teoscar Hernandez. So the Dodgers have a runner on second base, 1 out.
Hitters are trying to find their footing and be able to understand, what ball's
Game 1 versus the Cubbies.
Is it up, is it down? Remember this count that he had to Hernandez.
No, I don't think the 3D's up.
Balls and 2 strikes.
There,
Moved the count
CeeLo.
to 3-2 and then doubles.
I can check.
Runner in scoring position, 1 down, and Max Muncy coming up.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the option for the 3D.
You remember a couple of days ago when the first ABS challenge in a Major League game took place. Cody Poteet, the pitcher for the Cubs, called for it. And that had made national news as the first ever challenge.
Hey, appreciate you stopping by.
Big league ball game. Max was part
I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for the welcome back. I'm happy to be back.
The rules. 2 challenges per team. And again, if you win, you keep them. Only the batter, pitcher, or catcher can challenge. Can't get any help from the dugout on it. And
batter, pitcher, or
immediately
catcher
after the call. We'll show you the graphic
can
when
challenge
there is one today.
The ball and the strikes this season. I like it, guys.
And Max Muncy was the recipient of a strong suggestion.
Well, hey, I appreciate you popping in.
CeeLo,
thank you so much, man.
Challenge a call.
Have a great stream, man. I'll pop over sometime and I'll
be
sure to drop you that like.
Had to be told by the umpires.
Everything. Thanks again for stopping in.
It did. So Muncy's hit. He'll go down to first. So let's go back 72 hours or so.
Uh-oh, looked like Muncy was hit with the ball.
That pitch inside. Call the ball, and you see Poteet go to the head. And this is what the graphic will look like. And you can see it caught the bottom part of the strike zone, so the call was overturned.
See, I like
They
this.
show that
I
on the
mean,
scoreboard in the
they just
stadiums
had
as well.
a challenge from the ABS system.
So that's what one will look like. If you haven't seen it yet.
Oh, we got Eddie Rosario at bat.
So here
Now
is Eddie
that's
Rosario,
funny.
who homered
The picture they got,
in that
the
ball
picture
game
they got on the
had the first
MLB
ABS
thing here,
challenge in it.
they got him in his Braves uniform.
2021, he was the National League Championship Series most valuable player.
Game 1 versus the Cubbies, he smoked a 2-run home run too. You
Yeah,
know,
let's
it didn't
go
make
to the
any
Wayback
sense to
Machine.
me why the
How far back
Braves.
goes, he hammered this one.
I think he
to
wanted
right
like
center.
8 million. It was
That
either
the
8 or
first
9
Dodger
million
home run of the spring.
last season, and the Braves let him go. And and he went to the
Rosario hits
he
the
went
ball
to
again,
the
same direction indeed, but
Washington
not deep
Nationals.
enough. Going back to tag at
And that's
second
going to
is
be a high
Teoscar.
fly
It's
ball,
by the
caught in
fielder,
center
Drew
field,
Waters,
but
and
Fernandez
Teoscar
is
will
going to
hustle
tag
him
up and
third
move to
base.
third.
So it's an out, but Rosario moves a man over 90 feet.
I thought it was interesting on the
All right, so we got 2
system
outs,
that's
but
gonna be
runners on
employed is
the
gonna be
corners.
used in ballparks where there are 2 teams that share a facility. However, Terry Francona, the manager of now the Cincinnati Reds, said he does not want
But back
to
to it,
use
you know,
the ABS. He said, "Look, I
it's
don't
crazy
want my
that they
players
got
to
rid
get
of
into that
him.
habit. We're not
He went
going
to the
use it
Washington
in the season
Nationals,
this
and
year."
then the Braves bring him back and kept him. Oh, I think he was there about a month,
First and third, 2
if
down.
I'm not mistaken,
And
maybe
here's
a little
David
more than a
Bowie.
month, and then they cut
Playing
him.
first base today, takes a strike.
So,
Well, Tito's got the.
I'm sure
got
the
the right to
Dodgers
do
didn't
that,
pick
right?
him up for a whole lot. I mean,
We will see.
he couldn't even get what he
Barry
wanted, because
Lorenz
when the
next
Nationals
week
picked
in
him up from the
Goodyear.
Braves last season, they only gave like $4 million for the contract.
Pitch is a little bit up.
Now, he's been signed to a minor league deal for the Dodgers.
That's the Reds share their
But
facility
we'll
with the
see.
Guardians.
We'll see how his play does, and if it's
Talking
good
to
enough,
somebody yesterday affiliated with the Reds, and
to
have
bring
been
him up into
there
the
with a long time,
into the big league.
with them for a long time, and they are extremely excited that
Foul ball.
Terry came out of retirement, came back to
1
Cincinnati.
and 2 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners.
We'll see him in a couple of days, right?
It's going to be nice to see him. I've known him since he was 14.
Try the
His
ESPN
dad,
guys.
Terry Francona, senior, was in his final year was with the Oakland
Yeah, it's going to
A's.
do it'll do an ad first.
And father and son, remarkable people.
1-2. Bodie looks at it outside.
Or cover that up while it
There's a
does
guy
the
right
ad.
there who's very happy to be with the Dodgers. Former Cub. Had a chance to visit with him today. For
Yeah, I
a
look
bit.
forward to the interactive working
I said,
again.
when did you know you were coming here?
All right,
He
buddy.
said, they called me in November. He said, I signed in December. He said it was a no-brainer. 2-2, fouled away. I said, well, what have you noticed about how the Dodgers do things as compared to other places you've been? He said the one
Yeah,
thing
I mean,
that
you know,
stands out to me
Matthew,
about the
I don't
Dodger
think they'll ever do
organization
that.
is
I
not
don't
only
think
how
they'll.
professional everybody is. He
I
goes,
just
"But
don't think they're
everybody's
ever
so
going to
nice."
put it solely into
He goes, it's
AI's
overwhelming
hands
how,
for calling
how welcome
everything.
he feels with the organization. He said it's like that with everybody.
But at
here."
least, you know,
Well,
because
it's nice to
we
walk
complain.
into a locker
Look
room
at
and into
look at how
a
frustrated we
complex
were
and
last
into an
season
organization where you know
with
that
a lot of
everyone's
that.
pulling on the same
know,
end of the
the-
rope to try and get to the same
the
spot.
horrendous,
That being a world championship.
plate calling that a lot of those
3-2,
umps
Muncy
did.
will run from
It
first.
was terrible.
He's got a huge lead
I mean,
now. Champlain's
There
picked.
was games
And it's
that
chopped
we
down to
probably
third
could have
foul.
pulled out for a win
But I think the
if it
system
wasn't for some of the
also really
bad
works well
calls that the umps were-
Dodgers employ.
umps were doing.
And how they get ready. Dave Roberts has been there. He talked yesterday. We mentioned the pregame show. Okay, there was a misplay in center field. On a ball that was hit. There was a miscommunication in the base running. Well, those are things that are addressed the following morning and afternoon.
Stretch and the payoff. It's high ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers. in
All
the
right,
bottom of the
that's going to
first.
be ball
I think the
4,
other
so
change
bases
that
are
you can
juiced,
see,
2 outs.
And not to discredit other organizations. They all have their way of doing it, and they're
Looks
not
like
bad
we're gonna have
players,
a
but
mound
the
meeting
Dodgers
for the
have
Kansas City Royals.
expectations. And those expectations are to not just do well, but to win. And in order to be there, there's a lot of work that has to be accomplished during spring training. And during the
I was
regular
talking
season.
about it, and then I don't know what got me sidetracked, but I was talking about the Dodgers pitcher.
Zach
Game
Bowles,
1
the
versus the
pitching coach,
Cubs got
out to have a
hit
quick
in the
word
head with
with
106
Chandler
mile an hour
Champlain.
ball off the batter's the bat. And man, was it scary! But I'll tell you,
Fastball, curveball, slider
what a
change
stud.
for him. Originally
I
drafted
mean,
out
that
of high school
dude,
by the
as
Angels.
soon as he
was a
got
38th
hit
round pick,
up
so he said
on
no thanks, and he
his
went to
knees, and
USC.
he's It only took a few
then
minutes,
moved
and
up to
then
the
he
ninth
got up
round.
and
The
he walked
Yankees
himself
drafted
off
him.
the field. I mean, it was a scary moment to see, though, to see somebody get hit that hard.
Squirts this one to left field. The Dodgers
That's going to bring some runs in.
Hernandez scores. Here comes Muncy in a 2-out, 2-run single.
All right, so Hernandez and Muncy cross the plate to make it 2-0 over the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, he stayed on the break.
So we are 2 outs with runners on first and second. Los Angeles now leads 2-0.
If it's hit accurately, inside out swing, and the Dodgers jump out on top early.
Nice piece of hitting. Dino Ebel with the windmill immediately.
But I do like, I really do like this ABS system. For what it's been, it's not going to be activated in every game
is Kim
for the spring training.
On the inside part of the plate for a strike.
And I don't. They gave an explanation of when it would be used and when it wouldn't and why it wouldn't. And I don't remember the exact reasons they gave.
And he pulls this one foul off the front of the Royal dugout on the first base side. Kim signed with the Dodgers January 3rd. That was a big day. And the Heroes.
I certainly appreciate everybody popping in and hanging out with me today.
They've been looking at him quite a while.
Guys, it made a world of difference for me. I was kind of, I'll be honest, I was really nervous today.
Wearing number 6.
I don't know why, because I don't have a problem
to get a chance to wear that number. Because
ironically
for him,
I was just super nervous.
One of his favorite
so nervous that it made me sick
with the Dodgers in
recent
years was Trey Turner, who wore that same number.
I don't know why.
He feels really honored to get to wear that same
number. But I'll tell you what.
He swings here at the off-speed pitch.
Ha-Sung Kim just struck out number 3.
And that's going to do it for
the
Dodgers.
So we're going to move on to the top of the second.
2 hits, 2 left.
Los Angeles now leading 2-0 over the Kansas City Royals. So when we come back, we'll have the Royals at bat. Looks like we'll have Kevin Biggio will be at bat. Joey Weimer will be on deck, and Harold Castro will be batting third in the hole for KC. I appreciate that. I'll tell you, now that I'm streaming, it's not a bother to me. Those butterflies are gone. I just want to put in a good stream for you guys. Oh, you know something? See, I told you I'm rusty. Get some my help if I uncovered that for you guys. Sorry about that. Gotta tell you, there's been some changes I see with YouTube, how it works, and with OBS. A lot of good changes that I really like to see. All right, so at some point, though.
To you by Carl Jr. Each burger flavor is a Charbroiled legend. Never settle for a boring burger again. Well, on the mound right now, Edgardo Enriquez. He starts the second inning.
It looks
for the
like
Dodgers,
Interactive's a little ahead of the broadcast.
A strike. So Nick Frasso, very good first inning of work, and he's done after 1. But how about climbing the ladder? Last year, Rancho, Great Lakes, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and Los Angeles. A well-traveled right-hander delivers this pitch, and Biggio fouls it down the right side for strike 2.
I shouldn't say just
good
foul.
Giddy up in the fastball on top of it.
Kevin Biggio, last season, 78 games played with a .197 average, 5 home runs and 19 RBIs.
With 5 home runs, but he took a lot of pitches.
Here's 0-2. And this one looped to right field.
That's going to be nicely. That's going to drop in just over the second baseman's head.
And that'll be a double for Calvin Biggio.
Remember one game that Biggio in the lineup.
Double with that. That's impressive.
Houston, and his dad was
I mean, it was just in that sweet spot in between the second baseman and the right fielder.
Pleased, to say the least.
Probably told him swing hard in case you hit it.
Well, you can't hit it if you don't swing.
Swing hard in case you hit it. All right, so here we go. Joey Weimer.
From the right side, and he'll take a
strike one.
Yeah, but you're right, though. He did take a lot of pitches. He was.
But back to this ABS, guys.
Looking at the good hittable pitches, and that was.
It is finally.
Toronto too.
Yeah, and a great.
I don't know how much they're going to use it during the regular season. I would assume it's going to be in place full time for the whole season.
With a 2-0 lead, Hunter Fiducia. First inning, 2 runs.
They're
scoring Teoscar
they're testing
Hernandez
it out,
and Max Muncy,
which is great. Want to make sure it's going to be working great. But I'll tell you, I like what I see.
Converted catcher.
I'll be honest. The pitch clock. I liked the addition of the pitch clock.
And
now
his baseball journey has been rapid.
I don't know if there's enough data to really
2 balls and a strike now to win.
Definitively make a decision. Did last season them bouncing
on the right arm,
available time? How much time you had? They lowered that. So.
Skin. It's
now,
not like he's wearing
was that the cause of all the big name pitchers going
Tommy
down?
John surgery in 2023,
I don't think there's enough.
And that's why we didn't.
I don't think there's enough data to really say for sure if that it was the cause.
Catching up to do.
But
he pitched it every single.
I like the pitch clock. There's no more 4, 5, 6 hour games. Because teams screwing around.
Pitch to
pitchers stepping off the mound. Batter stepping out.
Back and it's 3-2.
It's nice to see that MLB addressed all.
Quarter of an inch, half an inch.
We were disheartened last season about the atrocious umpiring.
Distracted at all.
They implement this ABS
system. Not really seeing it at home plate as the hitter.
Good things, I think.
But someone could complain.
I think they're on the right track.
Payoff pitch.
High and outside, ball 4.
2 on, nobody out. Yeah, you typically don't see the sleeve alone. It's usually part of an undershirt. Pitchers.
Yeah, you normally see the sleeve when the pitcher's warming up in the bullpen.
Oh, was he? I guess was. Okay.
Castro, who was the first baseman this afternoon for Kansas City.
He's been around for a while. He spent 5 different seasons with a big club in Detroit and then 1 with the Cleveland Ball Club.
All right, so we got Harold Castro.
He tore up the Mexican
now
League
at bat, we have runners on first and second. No outs. Top of the second. Kansas City currently trailing the Los Angeles Dodgers.
The pitch. And that misses inside. He tried a slider, couldn't connect. We'll see 4 different pitches out of Enriquez. The slider that we just saw.
I think here's
cutter, curveball, fastball.
You're looking dead red fastball. You got a double and a walk. Having trouble finding the strike zone.
There it is, and it's fouled straight back. 98 on the.
It's funny watching some of the fans sitting in the bleachers behind. That ball comes at them, and
I don't think they're actually using.
There's that net. They're not going to get hit with the ball, but
technology.
To see them ducking out of the way. Sometimes it makes me kind of giggle.
Lead first and second, nobody out. 2-0 Dodgers. Ball fouled back.
Foul ball.
Count down 2-2 to Castro.
2-2 count. Deuce is wild.
Enriquez became part of the Dodger organization September of 2018. Signed a minor league contract. Had 3 outings in the big leagues.
All right, here comes the pitch.
Last year.
Foul ball.
Did not have a decision.
Down to stay the same.
270. And in 3 1/3 innings, he had 5 strikeouts. His minor league numbers last year: 1 and 2 with a 2.72 ERA. Started 5 games, appeared in 43 different games. Ball ripped foul down the first base side by Castro. Mark Pryor keeping a watchful eye on the pitching today. We are expected to see sometime after Enriquez, right-hander Jared Carroll's, Eric Carroll's son, expected to pitch today. Jack Little, Jose Rodriguez.
All right, so we're 2-2 in the count. Again, runners on first and
also
second.
on the pitching
Top
script
of
today.
the second, no outs. KC trailing
Dodgers kind
2-0
of a
to
bullpen
the
day today.
Los
Tomorrow will be
Angeles
interesting. I'll
Dodgers.
tell you who's going to start.
What's up,
Foul
H-Town?
to the
Welcome
left.
in, my
Dustin
friend.
May's going to get a start tomorrow.
How'd your Astros
Against
do? Are
San
they
Diego,
still playing?
right here at
Actually,
Camelback Ranch. The Padres
I
will
might
be
be able to
over.
look.
Dustin May will be the starter. And really looking forward to seeing him get back in action.
Boy, is he ever looking forward to being on that mound.
oh, they lost to the
Pitch
Mets,
up high by
huh?
Enriquez. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Can't win 'em all,
That was
huh?
the 8th pitch of the at-bat. He's thrown 17 pitches since entering the ball game for Nick Frasso, who started. Pretty good first inning.
All right, so we got a full boat. Rays over deuces.
3-2 pitch. Pulled foul right off the front of the Kansas City dugout.
Oh, they have a doubleheader today? Oh, okay. I guess I didn't realize that.
Castro, the number 7 hitter, Drew Waters, center fielder on deck. As Edgardo Henriquez ready to deal another payoff pitch.
Yeah, the
Popped
Braves
up foul
lost
this
today
time on the
too.
left side of the stadium, up into the
But
upper box
from
seats.
what I seen for their lineup,
2-0 Dodgers.
I mean,
Top
Sean
of the
Murphy
second
batted today. Jared Kelenic, I think, was there and batted.
God continues
but,
to fill in here.
I didn't really recognize too many
Expecting
of the other
sellout
names.
today at
I mean,
Camelback
I guess
Ranch.
there was Nacho Alvarez, I think is his name. He batted
Pitch
in there
outside,
today.
ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And now the Royals have the tying run in scoring position.
And Enriquez, the other problem he's had is that he has
Bases
had
loaded.
against him in this inning. 10 swings.
No outs.
0 misses.
Eduardo
So
Hernandez.
some of the big news today at camp earlier today. Shohei Ohtani
Eduardo
threw a bullpen.
Henriquez
And
is
there
the
was a
pitcher
large
for
crowd,
Los
obviously,
Angeles
gathered there,
Dodgers.
A lot of
and
cameras and
boy,
whatnot.
he is
And
not
he's having a
looking
little
very
fun
impressive.
with Will Smith. There's
Oh,
the
we
first
got
pitch that
Shohei
he threw.
Ohtani.
Ohtani
This must have
gave
been
the
earlier today. He was in the
sign that he
bullpen.
wanted a challenge. Tapped the top of his hat. That wasn't the pitch there, but he worked out of the windup. He worked from the stretch. He worked with his slide step. He threw the 2-seamer, the cutter, along with the fastball, and he was really letting the fastball go.
All right, so here we
too.
go. First pitch, swing and a miss.
We do expect to see Ohtani with a bat in his hands in a Cactus League game, perhaps toward the end of next week. Meantime, he's going to be taking swings in the backfields. Pitch to Waters. There's a ground ball to first. Bodie's
Ground
got it. He
ball
goes
over to second. Got him.
And Kim holds on to it. So they get one out of that.
They did get one out,
And a run scores.
and they scored.
As Biggio comes
KC
in, and
scored
it's
1
2-1.
run, so it's now 2-1.
Talking about Ohtani,
Dodgers
let's
lead.
check in with Kirsten. She's got more.
Yeah,
One
Tim,
out,
well, he
runners on the
actually spoke
corners.
with the media the other day just about how his bullpens have been going, and he's felt that with each one the intensity has been ramping up, and he's been feeling really good, just focusing on trying to hit some of those metrics, whether it's been just velocity, things like that. So he feels like things are progressing, and of course he was asked just what the season's going to look like as he continues his rehab at the start of the season. He's not going to go
Hey,
on a
remember, if
rehab
you haven't done
assignment,
so
and he
yet,
feels
hit
really
that like
good just
button for
about
us, guys and
making
gals.
sure
If
that
you
he's
haven't
getting
subscribed
his
to the
build
channel
up
so you don't miss
on the
any
pitching
content,
side while also being
I
available
certainly
on the
would
hitting
really
side,
appreciate the
guys.
support, guys. I know it's
Player
asking
like
a
we've
lot
never
since,
seen.
you know, I had to step away for the last 4
And
months.
It's going to be really, really fun to watch him do both.
I look forward to regaining
doubt.
everybody's trust and
Here's Cam
support.
Devaney, the shortstop. The Omaha Storm Chasers, a .254 hitter a year ago.
All right, so
You start
1-1
looking at
count.
Ohtani, and
One
you
out,
look at
runners on the
numbers.
corners.
The numbers are overwhelming, but that, I think it only scratches the surface of the impact that he made on the game, the following that he has, and I think also the way that he came into this ball club. He came in with, I mean, star labeled. He interacted not like a star with the rest of the teammates. or the ball club or the community.
What's free,
But his
David?
numbers were remarkable. I think even more remarkable is that how he went about his job and then how he performed day in and day out.
I guess I don't understand. What do you mean?
He would come
What's
to the
free
on-deck
now?
circle and people would stop
Did I miss
leaving their
something?
seats.
Right.
No one went to the concession stands when Shohei Ohtani was about to hit.
Oh,
There were some
Matthew, sorry,
pictures
I
that
didn't
wish
see
they could've
your
left the building.
That's right.
I didn't see your
The
message
only
about
one
the
leaving the
Bears.
building was Shohei. Runner goes, throw down to second. And Kim was in front of the bag to accept the throw, so that'll be a stolen base.
Okay, so now we have one out with runners on for second and third.
Pretty good speed also.
AC stealing second.
Yeah, going down with Waters with 20
Oh, the lights,
stolen
yeah.
bases and 28
Absolutely,
attempts
yeah,
last
it's
year.
free. Like David said, it's absolutely free to do.
Just thinking about more on Ohtani. This morning we were watching the his bullpen session. I was with Jose Mota, and we were joined by the Hall of
full
Famer
boat.
Jaime Jarrín.
Trays
which
over
is a great
deuces.
honor every
One
time
out.
we get to see him, and we were talking about Shohei as
All four.
batting walks, and the bases are loaded again. But
Bases
the
are
fact that
loaded
the rules
again.
favor the Dodgers because they have Ohtani. The Ohtani rule that was put in when he was with the Angels. Dave Roberts coming out. There is action in the Dodger pen. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change, so we'll have to
looks
finish
like
that story in just a bit. So Enriquez loads him up, and
Enrique's
he's
day
coming
is
out.
done, guys
And a
and
new pitcher on
gals.
his
So
way
when we
in.
come back, pretty good game so far. I mean, kind of slow. I mean, we're not even through the top of the second yet. Are we going to see a homer today? That's what I'm looking forward to. Like, the Dodgers' first game, it was Rosario's first at bat, and boom! 2-run blast to right field. Center right, I should say.
Come in.
All right, so we're back to the game.
So tough assignment.
Levian,
Pitched in
or
Great Lakes
Levan.
last year for the Loons. And he'll face the top of the
Renarso?
order, Michael Garcia.
Renso? Sorry, I can't really pronounce that.
2-1 is the score. Dodgers on top, but the Royals threatening. Only one out here. Chance to get two and get out of the inning. Reynoso set to throw. And it's fouled back. We were talking about Ohtani, saying that before the break, Jose and Jaime Jarrín were visiting, watching the bullpen together today, and talking about the rules. Jaime had some questions on how they are going to handle him when he's hitting and pitching. Will he come out of the game when he's done pitching? And the answer to that is going to be no, because the Ohtani rule basically means he is one person but two different players in the lineup, so he can stay in and hit. And the other good thing about it is that the Dodgers don't lose a bullpen arm to add another starting pitcher.
Exactly.
Remember, get your votes in, everybody.
So they can keep 8 guys in the bullpen and keep Ohtani,
We are now
hitting.
I'm not really
pretty much
going to
every
do
day.
it for the spring training games here. It's
And
going to
that
be
rule
saved
would
for
work
the,
for anybody if they
for
can
the regular
find another
season.
two-way player like him.
But we are going to continue with the
This ball
Golden
hit in the air,
Broom.
right center field. This is
You know,
trouble. This is probably going to
if
clear
the Braves can get a
Coming
sweep,
in, Weimer,
you know, we'll do a Golden Broom celebration.
Devaney rounding third.
And
Here
we're
comes the throw
going to
third.
continue.
And
Wow.
safe with the bases clearing triple. The Royals
Wow,
now lead it
bases
4-2.
clearing triple. KC now leads 4-2.
All those runs
And
charged
that,
to
I mean,
Edgardo
this is pretty
Henriquez.
much how it went versus the Cubs, too.
Didn't try
Dodgers
to pull
start
the
out
ball,
good
man.
and then just
A lot of empty
started
space.
giving them up.
It's a big ballpark, and especially when you go to the alleys. Left
But
center,
anyways,
right center.
we're going to continue with the Golden Broom celebrations, and we are going to continue with
Another thing that
the
Dave
community
Roberts
vote.
is looking at is to see Cruz
So
in
be
the
sure to
third
get your
in
votes in,
close
guys.
play. Is it what about the cutoffs and
Start out
relays?
getting,
Well, we have seen 3
getting
games
back
and
into
so
swing of
far,
things.
Cutoffs and relays, everyone's been in the proper position. Now the infield's in tightly.
You know
MJ
something?
Melendez looks at a ball outside.
Did it not save?
Two-0 pitch to Melendez. Left fielder holds
I'll
up.
be a son of a gun.
And now it is
I
3-0.
added in the chat vote, guys, when I scheduled the game.
College.
And
It's in Y Mills, Maryland, with
it's
Erskine College in
not
Due West,
there.
South Carolina. Tennessee Wesleyan in Athens, Tennessee. He's been to some of the outposts of
we'll get
college
around the
baseball.
next one then.
But half fastball will travel, and that's kind of what he's been doing. 26 years of age and looking to advance this year. Ball is popped.
But
Third
like,
base sideline play.
I think this season, with some of the
Well, the guys that have some
of the
velocity
celebrations that we
normally
do,
get the most
some of the
attention
things that are
because
going to
it's
be
rather
gifted out,
eye-popping.
we are doing two.
It's those
for-
finesse guys that
for
maybe
sure.
get overlooked
Absolute
unless you
100%.
really analyze
We
the
are
numbers
doing
on
at
how
least
they
2
got
hat
to
giveaways
where they are.
during the
They've had
season.
success.
And here
We'll continue doing game giveaways like we have.
Having trouble finding the strike
But
zone.
some of the other things that I want to possibly start handing
Melendez
out
walks.
is baseball card packs.
It's the fourth
where,
walk of the year.
you know, if you
Enriquez had
participate
3,
and
now Reynoso's got
wanna
his first.
Try winning a free pack of
And
baseball
Freddie Fermin
cards.
is the 8th man to come to the plate.
You know, you'll be able to come in and chill out, and it's that's something easy to get my
Runners at
hands
the
on.
corners, still 1 out. And a strike called.
I can go right
Start him off
downtown
with a
and,
cut fastball.
and buy all the packs that I
Fermin
want.
reached on an error by Haesung Kim in the first.
I was looking the other day.
4-2,
I wanted to get
Kansas
a.
City leads, top of
I'm
the second
starting to
inning.
lose weight
Runner
now.
goes, pitch
I
foul
wanted
off
to get
the right.
a Braves
Melendez will have
hoodie,
to head back to
and
first
possibly
base.
a new Braves hat. But
Manny
man,
Reynoso to last year Great Lakes.
nothing. I mean, I'm still
54
not
and
a
a
small
third innings
person, so I
pitched.
still got to kind of have.
47
I still gotta
strikeouts,
kinda have
so fewer
the big,
strikeouts than innings pitched.
know,
but
like
he appeared in
the
41 games, ended up
4,
with a
5X,
7-4 record.
6X. But
His
they didn't
ERA
have
was
any.
just
They
under
didn't even
4 at
have
398.
any 3X hoodies.
Pitch
I couldn't
to
believe that.
Freddie
Start of the
Fermin.
season in the MLB shop, didn't have anything for me to buy.
It's down low.
Well, scouts like the way the Fermin, backs up the relentless all-star Salvador Perez. But Fermin,
Oh, the vote
I
ended
use
this
him as
morning.
A
I wonder
DH
why.
kind of struggle. It took him 7 years of his career before he was able to reach the major
Yeah,
level.
I never stopped it. I never ended it. Maybe you can't have them. Maybe you can't, because I scheduled the game up,
Salvador Perez, rather amazing.
a few days ago. So maybe
Perez,
you
not
can only
only did
schedule it
he
up
caught
for so much time ahead of time. I don't know.
11,454 innings in regular
Well,
season
not
last year.
scheduling,
I mean,
but
talk about
creating
workhorse.
that. Yeah, I don't know
Melendez
why
takes
it would
second
have
base
ended
without a
it.
throw.
But thanks, David. I didn't know that. I didn't know it
Second
ended.
and
this
third,
morning.
1 out. Dodger infield will now come in on the grass. Kim will play a little deep at short, though. Here's the pitch. Way
outside, ball
3-2.
3.
Yeah, Perez.
Dodgers pitching just
14th
not
season.
looking very
Last year he
impressive.
started
today.
90 games. Fermin.
This is like the
split a
third or
lot of
fourth
time with him.
pitcher so
Fermin
now
started
in the
72
game.
games. last year for the Royals. And he lifts this one in the air to right field. Teoscar Hernandez
out to right field. Hernandez under it. Caught for out number 2. That's going to bring in another run
from third, and it's 5-2 Kansas City on a sacrifice fly by Fermin. Nick Prado will come up next to face Livan Reynoso.
It's kind of weird. I was setting up,
was inside.
like, it tells me that
falls into the category of
I guess I've lost about 20 subscribers
for years and years,
in the last 4 months. And I understand, you know, when you subscribe to somebody, if they're not
the ballparks,
if they're not going live
spring training, both here in Florida, they're known as JICs, J-I-C.
They might unsubscribe.
And they
I've never
getting games.
I've never tried to dwell on losing
Edgardo
subscribers.
Henriquez ran into trouble, had to lift him
because there's always that chance that they come back. You know?
So Reynoso, next man up,
this
had
morning,
to answer the call.
This morning I was setting it up.
That's the first swing and miss for the
making
Royals
sure everything, the interactives were going to work, because up until today, I'd missed all the other games for the interactives.
In the inning. So
I didn't know if they were going to work right. Anyways, I had somebody subscribe. But I already lost one since they subscribed, evidently.
3-0 pitch to Prado. Missed inside.
Ball 4.
That's ball 4. 5th walk of the inning.
Jeepers.
And Mark Pryor is going to come out and talk to Reynoso and tell him, look, let's get through this inning here. We don't want to burn another arm. We've got a pitching plan today.
Is there a mechanical issue? I mean, this is where pitching coaches, I mean, you're trying to really have something positive to say. If it's mechanical, you can make an adjustment.
Yeah, they've not played. This pitching staff is just not done well.
The plate's 17 inches wide. It's 60 feet 6 inches away from you. Plus your stride, by the time you release it, it's closer.
First and third, 2 men out. And the next pitch will be the 50th of the inning. Kevin Biggio doubled his first time up when he led this inning off with the 2-base hit. Also came around to score one of the 5 Kansas City runs.
Hey, thank you for stopping in today and supporting the channel. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Appreciate you stopping in. If you're now just joining us, Kansas City Royals are on top of the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-2 in the top of the 5th. 2 outs with runners on second and
short,
third.
holding on Prado. Now the pitch. Swung on, popped up, left side.
High fly ball.
Over goes Kim. Kim doesn't see it. In comes the left.
In comes Eddie Rosario for the catch.
And put this half inning to bed. So the Royals
had to do it. That's out number 3. But the damage is done. KC jumps on top of the 5-2 lead. They're talking about Corey Seager of the Texans, or Texas Rangers. They say he swings 52% of the time on the first pitch. Somebody that is that aggressive, that could be a problem with some pitchers. Batters that are that aggressive. I mean, that's just like the Braves. That's how the whole Braves lineup is. They're so super aggressive. Hey, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping in and supporting the channel. If you're just joining us, the Kansas City Royals are currently on top of the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-2. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Looks like